Good evening, beautiful rising. Good afternoon, wherever the hell you are in the world. What's good? Happy solstice. Happy solstice. We're trying something new today because the sound on the last video and the picture, easily my worst transmission since I started. It was a lot. So I'm using the iPad today for the first time in a live. I am really not sure how this percolates, but hopefully got it. It hasn't done it before, so let's just see. Guys, I see you, Shana Bani. That girl. Happy holidays, my G's. Happy holidays. Hey, Rox. I'm so glad you could catch it too. Yeah, it seems to be working great. Wonderful. Can you not hear me okay? Hey, Glass Moon. What's the sound like? Let me know. Love you, my baby. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Hadash. Hey, what's up, girl? You can hear me loud and clear, yeah? Oh, sounds miles away. Shit. I don't know what to tell you lot. Do you know what I will tell you lot though? I will get a microphone for the new year so that we don't have this problem. Thank y'all. Guess what? Yeah, you see that pinned picture? You lot must be sick of me, Aries. Yeah, you see that pinned picture? That picture was taken when Diana was new. Can you see the difference? 4 years ago. I saw the picture because I was looking for something else that came up in my what do you call it? You know, the memory thingies. And I was like, that look, no. So we recreated it. So yeah, thank you. I haven't been feeling really delish lately. I've been feeling really bummy, man. I think really, really low. Made me think about oh yeah, because I was crying the last time I was on here, innit, when I came off. So yeah, I was feeling pretty low. And then I was thinking to myself, but I don't feel like it's my thank you, Face Divine. I don't think it's my energies completely. And it reminded me of the movie, the Wakanda movie, where the fish people were transmitting a sound that was making people jump into the water and feel like they wanted to commit suicide. Felt like that. It was the same week that that I've never heard of him before in my life, but that DJ Twitch guy, you know, when they allegedly committed suicide. I mean, I don't know. But there was this weird energy about, and I was checking up on my loved ones. That's another thing, guys. I've had the theme back to basics, back to safe spaces. Do you get? Back to the root, back to your root, because the root chakra energy is popping right now, especially in this season for me personally. Hello, Crystalline Alchemist. So I'm back to basics. I'm using some really old decks today. I'm going to be using the Wisdom of Avalon because while I was waiting for my nails to dry, while coming on here, I was going through some old pictures because my phone was a bit full, so I was trying to delete some videos. And there was a video of when we went past Stonehenge, like 2020, when we went up to tour. So I got this really overwhelming feeling of love when I looked at these stones from a video of 2 years ago. But I felt really, that's how I felt when I was looking at it. I had to like fan the tears because I'm not trying to do the dots again. So we're using the Wisdom of Avalon, which actually I brought up in tour. We're also using the Goddess Knowledge cards, which I've been using during the videos that I'm doing over on Patreon for the book club. It's going all right. It's going all right, man. One thing I showed you, which was consistency. I haven't had to be that consistent since I had a 9-to-5 job. It's very demanding, but that's what I needed. I needed routine. I needed something to give me a new discipline. So yeah, that's going good. So Patreon, my Patreon's called Mama D at Home, because I'm in every room. Sometimes I'm in my bed, in my bonnet. You know what it is. So anyway, boom. I'm also using my first ever tarot deck that I bought for myself, which was this fairy tarot deck. I actually gifted it to my daughter, but she left it in the house, so I've just been using it from time to time. So like I say, back to basics. You know, I went to I visited a friend who I hadn't visited for like 4 years. I mean, it was no shit. We're both Aries. It was just no skin off we nose. You get me? Like, it's like no time had passed, to be honest. Don't wait to give people their flowers. Oh, I love that, Leah. Don't wait to give people their flowers. If there are people that you love and that you haven't had contact with in a minute, don't wait to give people their flowers. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix the microphone, Linda, because this is all I've got. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because the sound was awful. And now you lot are telling me that the sound's not so great here. But I think as I go, I just need to project. I just need to project better. So yeah, if there are people that you love, give them their flowers while they are here. They'll be coming to you. People will be coming to you in dreams, in visions, in daydreams. People will cross your mind. You'll see something that will remind you of somebody that you haven't had contact with. Thank you, Linda. I mean, I need you guys, man. Thank you, Linda. Somebody that you haven't had contact with. In a minute, the energy will pop up around you and you will feel the need to reach out. So reach out, please, guys. 'Tis the season anyway. You get? 'Tis the season. So, there's that part. No, I don't need to deal with that today because the new moon is in a couple of days. But as you saw, like I'm allowing the moon for a hot second. I'm just leaving it alone. I'm just leaving it alone until I'm fully clear. I know in the last video I looked. Thank you, MFV. I looked a little bit deer in headlights. I was a little bit shooketh. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit shooketh from finding the balance between the dark and the light. Like I've already told you that I come from the dark in it, so I don't really have fear. But this was a different type of apprehension and energy that I was feeling. It was feeling like Jesus. It did feel like the dark was taking back some real control. Not personally, but collectively. And it felt a little bit, but we know better. Y'all know better. So, you know, I must have had a little bit of wavering of faith. And for that, I apologize, y'all. And to you and to myself. So, you guys, just make sure that the balance between the dark and the light is even at this time. And I know sometimes we are still battling with our ego shadow energies as to how they actually play a part in this ascension enlightenment process. You know what I mean? But hang in there and stay consistent with the balancing out, making sure that all of your aspects have their voice, because all of the aspects are trying to speak all at the same time. So make sure that you're giving them their allotted time. It's so important. Here's another plug for you. So on Patreon, I'm doing the 5 aspects of the soul, but I'm doing it an aspect a day. So rather than pull cards for the entire collective, I pull one for each day, and each uh, uh, aspect is allotted a day. So for me personally, Monday is for my divine feminine, and then I jump. Thursday is for my higher self, Friday is for my shadow, Saturday is for my inner child, Sunday is for my masculine, obviously Monday for my feminine. So even on my day-to-day basis, this is how I move. You know, I try to give each of the aspects their energy, whatever it is that they need to express in whatever way, whatever they need to do, see, hear. That's the problem with not using my phone. Like I didn't, but if I, anyway. So guys, please make sure that you are not only balancing in your masculine and feminine energies, you're also balancing the other aspects as well. I'm going to be very straight up with you guys, because I was very straight up and loud about it when I was off it. I wouldn't say I'm off or on it, but I would definitely say that these divine partnerships, things, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call that, that's loud. That's very, 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 very loud. And what I would say at this time in this part of the process, if you are still in a situation whereby it still scares you and you're not comfortable in it, for those that are comfortable in it, this message is definitely not for you, and go on with your bad selves. Yeah, but for those that are still a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit weary of it, I would say at the very least, allow yourselves to forgive what has already transpired. Allow yourself to have some conversations about the things that have transpired between you, and also allow yourself, most importantly, to listen. Remember, I told you there's going to be some conversations coming in, and you're going to get to see other people's perspectives and how they viewed certain scenarios and how things went down, not just from your perspective. Therefore, you've made your conclusion as to how you're moving in the team. Allow room for people to speak their part, okay? And I guess that's across the board, not just for these divine thingy bobbies, partnerships, whatever. You already know how I am. So guys, I thought if I'm gonna be as loud as like saying like fuck this shit, I'm gonna be just as loud to say that the energy's loud right now, very fucking loud. And what's very beautiful is that those that I see are in it have taken the labels off and are just allowing themselves to love and to be peaceful and to be in a safe space. That's what I've seen from my observations from the outside. Okay? Okay! So that's all the cards cleansed. We're also using the Witch's Tarot deck to clarify, as well as the fairy thingy bobbies. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. We haven't got any crystals today. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're not using the Moonology, because it's not, like I said, I'm not really fucking with it, man. I don't know. I still don't know what the fuck, So, I'm just allowing myself. I guess this is my cycle. I was exactly the same this time last year, innit? Then I bumped back into it around the new year, innit? Round about March, April-y. So it might come back. We never know. Let's pray. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us, hallowed be thy name. Our freedom come, your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all lifetimes, timelines, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, the Almighty, we give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. So apparently, right about now, the moon is in Scorpio. So on this solstice day, it's another universal six day or 12 day if you want. We also still have Mars in retrograde in Gemini, I believe. Am I right? Or am I chatting shit? I think it is. It sounds right. So guys, first of all, and Jupiter has moved into Aries as well. And we love it because the expansion means that the expansion in Jupiter, Jupiter going into Aries means that the expansion is action based. You have to do something. Sometimes the expansion is spiritual, sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's mental. This is the physical part where you fucking have to do something. While it was in Pisces, we were thinking things up, we were expanding we were thinking big bitch. Now we have to move big. You get me? Now we have to take our step and just be taking your steps. Just be taking your steps. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing at this point. And there's nothing to be afraid of. There's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Just whatever you feel like you need to take your steps in, be taking your steps, please. Be taking your steps, because while this Jupiter is in Aries, and it is for a while, it will be there, I believe, for at least till 2024. I think it's going to be there a minute. So don't try to do everything at the same time, or don't need to rush, but set a pace. Get yourself into a nice pace, you get me? So by the time the new year comes in, back into the masculine season, we're like this. Just nicely, you get me? You ever run from police before? You lot don't know. You ever run from anything before? Dog. Have you ever run from a dog before? And the pace that you pick up while you're running, you don't breathe properly. You get me? You found this different type of breathing, and literally when you get to safe ground, you're not even out of breath. You're just like relieved. And I say all that to say that's the pace I feel like we'll be picking up. It won't be exhausting or exasperating, but it's going to be fucking swift. Imagine we're going into the 7th year. That's the chariot, innit? That it is, innit? So, and the year of the rabbit. The rabbit's swift, quick, and agile. You see me? So listen, my G's, get yourself into a nice, if you're sloughing, I know this is feminine season and we are resting and we are, comforting. You get me? We are doing that. But again, I feel like the balance is having to pick up some type of pace. It could be a slow stroll to begin with, but you're doing something. Let there not be complete stagnancy at all. Because you know how it gets. Like, for instance, like exercise. When you go, you like 1st of July, of January, everybody's in the fucking gym. Everybody's got salad. You get me? Everybody's doing great. And then that's what, 5-6 days in, and you start to move to your old ways. And then before you know it, it's like you never even made never made no effort. This is the vibe I'm saying to you. This is why you have to have consistency. This is why, here's another plug for Patreon. The book club's dope, because we're having to read 7 pages a day. Even me, like, I dropped off, because I'm a little bit ahead. I dropped off for a couple of days, and I was just like, fam, you did the 21 days. Carry on. What the fuck are you doing? Just because you did the 21 days, you're going to get back into a habit of not reading again now for another year? No, you got an obligation now. You get me? Put yourself in a position where you give yourself some level of pressure. Because you know what it creates? It creates the diamonds. I mean, if you're not working as part of a team or anything like that, allow yourself to be put under some type of pressure that's going to make you move. You get me? Make you do something. And that's the same with these partnershipy things. I'm so childish, aren't I? Please, God, help me. Like, same with these things. There's a pressure where you have to do something. Somebody say something. Somebody do something. Because you can't act like you can't feel this bitch. I've done my surveys. I've been doing my survey. Thank you, Dulce. Thank you. Listen, I've done my survey. And across the board, the pressure is being felt. There is pressure applied. Girl, let's get into these cards because we've prayed. Who do we want first? Let's go to the Wisdom of Avalon because they called me. Me never call them. Them call me. Let's see what's going on. I might use Moonology just for extra, just because it's extra deck. Get me? I might. Oh, it's been freezing in England, yeah. Me too, Queen Diamond. Freezing in England. But it's got really, it feels like summer again. I swear to God, it feels nice again. Like I had my jacket open today. To bomba. Hey, Seppi, thank you. Merlin, the magician energy. You understand? Merlin's chilling, yeah? Fucking Puff the Magic Dragon be smoking, yeah? They're chilling. But don't think they ain't conjuring. Don't think they ain't conjuring. They are chilling though. I'm not going to lie to you. They be chilling. We're going to read Wisdom of Avalon because when have I read Wisdom of Avalon? I haven't. I don't think I've done it on this page yet. You know, we just go, we look through the pictures. There's portals here. Look at the portal. Look at the portal. It feels nostalgic. I haven't used this deck in forever. It feels very nostalgic. I love it. So yeah, there's something going on. There's a portal because we're in a portal. Don't think just because it's 2112, it's not 1212 still. It's fucking 12. It's a portal. We're still in that vacuum of transformation. Whatever this 12 is, the mind, body, and soul, the mother, the father, the child, whatever you want the trilogy to be. That's what we're in, and we're in this vortex. We're in it. So Merlin's here. It says, I can't see. My glasses are closed because, no, my glasses, how could they be on the floor? Because I cleaned them just now, so I knew they were closed. Oh no, the glasses make it look really preppy in it, like I need my first day at uni. That was another memory I wasn't ready for in my head. I wasn't preppy at all. I was a mum when I went to uni, so I went looking like a mum. Get me? I didn't even wear trainers my first couple of weeks of uni. So I was trying to be grown up. Thank you, MFB. It's number 1 alchemy as well. So let's have a look to see what Merlin's got to say. Because when I was looking at Stonehenge, I was feeling something different. As you already know, that's the heart chakra of the world up at Tor. Anyway, Merlin is the messenger of initiation and alchemy, and is both the magician and the high priest. It's good to hear about the high priest, isn't it? He is the masculine keeper of magic and has the ability to turn iron ore into gold. The Merlin says, you have all you need to move forward. Rejoice that all the elements are required for success are indeed present. All of the elements are indeed present because you are them, first of all. You are given notice that when it comes to your life and its purpose, the magical aspect of the Merlin can be summoned to help you find an answer that is within you. When the Merlin appears, he tells you that justice will be done in all matters of your query, but not by any forceful action. Instead, ask yourself what you need to do to bring balance into your life. Because we spoke about balance, and even though I said action, It's not forceful. It's a pace. You know, you need to get into a pace. You need to not do nothing. Okay. Are you working too hard? Perhaps overthinking things? Do you have enough downtime? Balance. The answers you seek are not found in obvious places. It's time to go within through meditation and prayer and ask the spirit world of Merlin's magical influence to send you signs and omens to help you chart your course. The Merlin says that he will lend you his wisdom and magic on this leg of your journey until you can claim it as your own. His message is always be in the world but not of it, and wear it only as a loose cloak about your shoulders. You will never have to look outside yourself for answers when the Merlin appears. Remember, all signs and omens sent by the Merlin are but reflections of that which is within you. That which is within you. Listen. When I'm telling you I'm feeling nostalgic, yeah, and I'm feeling like back to basics, yeah, I really, really am. Like, I feel like that's a theme. I feel like we've learned so much, we've transformed so much, so many times over this 7 year cycle, that I feel like now is the time to just reflect, blood. Like, whoo, can I just have a look, just a peek to see who I was before all of this? Because I wasn't awful. Do you understand? You wasn't awful. But some of you may have lost parts of yourself that you may want to reclaim. I'm just saying. Should we go again? What should we do next? Let's just go in cycles. Let's just go in a cycle. Because I'm not even pulling a clarifier for that. Even though this is tarot here, I'm not pulling it as a clarifier. I'm just pulling from the Fairy Tarot deck to see what messages they have. Oh, wait! I love that, Susan. Can I just shout out our sister, Angie? She's make 1984 fiction again. And she sent me the most beautiful dress that she handmade, and a beautiful piece of jewelry and some incense. And girl, I'm grateful. Thank you. I feel like the dress is going to be used for some type of initiation ceremony thing. I just don't know what yet. It's gorgeous. Thank you, sister. I really, really, truly appreciate you. And this beautiful card that you sent, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Thank you, girl. All right, boom. Okay, we got the Two of Cups. It says a bright future. No, am I right? Yeah, Two of Cups, Two of Spring. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. I don't like the word hard work. I like the word smart work. Hey, girl, thank you. So look at that, 1212. You've come in. Thank you, make 1984 fiction again, girl. Thank you. Look at this. It says a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Like I said, I don't like to work hard. I like to work smart. I like to work smart. This is the way forward. Partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. Partnering with others who share your dream. Great progress made. This is a very beautiful card. Look at this card, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? That looks so clear. So much clearer than the phone. This could be our new flex. Look, we're just going to see how it turns out overall. So you already know, Two of Cups. You come with your full cup, I'll come with mine. And let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make some magic. Let's see if we can make some money. Let's see if we can make some love. Let's see if we can make some magic. Let's see what we can do. But let's not be scared. And also the Two of Cups, you know, is also like in traditional tarot, it comes with the salamander, which is transformation. It also comes with the snake as well. Oh no, sis, the dress, you guys, you see me 1 minute, next minute. The dress has pockets. You know a sis with a dress with pockets. We're like this. Girl, it's stunning. It's stunning. I think I'm going to take it to Zimbabwe with me and do something very, very witchy and magical, I think. So yes, as I said, the Two of Cups is transformation. It's also healing. Let's get together and see if we can heal some shit. Can we do that together? Because you know everybody's bored of doing all this shit by yourself. We already said that this year of partnership. Oh God, some of you, this came over me. I was just like, really shit. Some of you or some of us are going to be feeling a little bit insecure that this year passed and some of us haven't achieved all of what we thought we would be achieving, but you're being tricked. It's not the end of the year, my G's. It's not the end of the year until the end of March. At the end of March, and then we go into the new year. So fret not. You've still got time to achieve all of the things that you said you were going to do. Hey, MJ. You've still got time to do it. You don't owe no motherfucker an explanation, first of all, so don't feel like you're going to go and step into these festive scenarios and people are going to be asking you questions about A, B, C, and D, and you like, you don't owe nobody an explanation. Just say, I'm good. It's in progress. Wonderful. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the process is your answer to all things. Have you got A? I'm enjoying the process. How's that? I'm enjoying the process. Are you still doing? I'm enjoying the process. Thank you for asking. All right? Feel no way, y'all. All right, and then you got then we got renewal 20. God, what's 20 in tarot, guys? You lot are better than me when it comes to that. I don't know if I can't see it. Let's see if I can figure it out from the description. It says review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, which is perfect because I always feel like the 22nd of December is the best time to review the past and the present. So this is going over your journals and having a look to see how far you've come thus far, and so that you can plan the final quarter of the year. You get me? You don't know, fret not. What have I been watching? I've been watching some medieval shit. I watched this movie. Oh my God, you guys. I watched this movie called The School of Good and Evil. I had to watch it. Fucking Morpheus is in it. You got Charlize Theron. You got flipping the Gladiator girl in it. Oh, it's the Judgment card. Thank you, Tamara. You know, I love you lot. I love you lot. And I love you lot for not caring that I don't know what all these things are. I love you lot. Because it's, you know, it's an energy thing. So boom. But it's perfect. It's perfect. It says to review the past and the future. But yeah, you guys watch this movie. Hey, DJ Stony Tony. I like that. So yeah, guys, this movie was dope. It was dope. It was all about good and evil, obviously, because that's what the film was called. It's brilliant, fucking brilliant. I felt like, remember I was asking what happened to Enil and Enki. How come Enki was the original Yahweh, and then Enil comes along and takes it? And how did that all happen? Like, what happened? And who's who and who's what? You know. So this movie answered that question to me immediately. I was watching the film. That way it put me at ease. I was just like, oh. Okay, thank you for that, because I needed it. It was going to keep me up. It's going to keep me up at night. It was going to keep me up at night, blood. So I'm glad that gave me so many confirmations, and it showed overall that, first of all, we have to be the balance of light and dark, but at the same time, love always wins. Love always wins. It's been a difficult year. Do you know what? I feel like this year really tested the definition of love. It's all the twos on my clock. I really feel like it really tested definitions of love. And now that I've gone full circle, come back to basics, I'm like, shit. I've been in love the whole fucking time and everybody's been in love with me. The fuck have I been looking for, hoping for, wishing for, dreaming of? It's always been there, blood. It's been there the whole time. Why? Because I generate it. Get me? Like, oh my God, the way I haven't really been outside too tough, you know, because the way I just enjoy myself. I'm in joy of myself, and it's a beautiful reflection when it's reflected back to me. I trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. So listen, renewal, judgment, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others. It's really important that you take real good stock of what you call your shadow or darker self or whatever the fuck ego, and really, truly just love it, appreciate it for what it is, and, you know, integrate that shit and keep that shit moving, because you will be loved regardless. People will love you regardless of the shadow aspect. Promise you. And you will learn to love others regardless of their shadow aspect, which will take a lot of pressure and a lot of heat off people's backsides. Because you're not putting a lot of pressure on yourselves as to how shit should be looking. Yeah. Come on, man. Lady of the Lake. Lady of the Lake. She's on the front of the cover. That's why she's important. And she says, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. She don't feel no way. She don't feel no way. Look at that big ass sword. This is Excalibur, you know. This is Excalibur. He was in this movie as well, the Light and the Dark movie. But this is Excalibur. And she's the one that gave it to the king. Was it King Arthur, yeah? She's the one. It's her. Look at her hair. She's wild and she's a wild woman. You lot should come and do book club, you know, it's dope. Listen, she's a wild woman and she don't really care. She don't really give a look at the ice around her satin. But then she's got, look at that crystal on her chest. See it? Look at that crystal on her chest. She's not a cold bitch. She's not a cold bitch, but she's not afraid of her shadow. She's got no shame of this thing. You get me? I really feel like this is a theme as well, because I feel like a lot of us are still hiding. A lot of y'all are still hiding behind your shadow, you know, acting like it can't be seen and you can't do what you want to do with it. And it's such a beautiful card, isn't it? Acting like you can't do what you want to do because, you know, some of you are scared to enter into relationships because you're scared, like, once your shadow shows itself, then that person's going to run away. They're not. They've probably already seen it, especially if it's one of these divine partnershipy things. They've done seen that bare times. They don't run. They don't run. They don't run. I'm just pulling random cards because none of it's making sense. Lady of the Lake, absolute truth. In what? Let's pull some actual tarot now. Come on, come on. Is it mandatory to pull tarot in these things? I don't know. I just do it because I see everybody else do it. I might not, you know, because I'm not that good at it. You know, so, I mean, it's not that I'm not that good at it, but I don't know all of it. Sometimes I don't have the brain power or the capacity. I might do some readings about it. So I don't think it's mandatory, is it? What do you lot think? Okay. Okay, Lady of the Lake. Everything is fine. Same swords. Look, she's just gone. Said what she needs to say. Everybody's fine. You know, it's all good. Everybody's still breathing. Everybody's still got their wits about them, but it's the end. It's the end. You're not even going to have to deal with people like this no more, you know. You're not even going to have to deal with people like this no more. But if you do, you do. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm a person who, all the swords, I'm a person that tried to just, not so much suppress, because I was talking to my Aries brother, my twin Aries brother on Sunday, yeah, and he's been witness to so many incidents where I've just spoken, responded, not responded, reacted, where I've just reacted to things and I've just said whatever the fuck, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is what happened. And he's crying in tears, because it is quite comical, you know. Aries are one-liners like are fucking priceless, but it can be cruel, but it's not like we don't mean it. So I've tried to pull back on that. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, do you know how much blights I've given you? Do you know how much blights I've given you? And do you know if I've said some of the things that I truly want to fucking say to you, you'd never speak to me again? They said they would. Which basically just said to my shadow, look girl, just do you in it, be who you want to be, and just, you know, feel no way about that. Feel no way about that. Introduce it loudly, reintroduce it. It's true. Some of y'all need to reintroduce yourselves. Some of y'all need to reintroduce yourselves now that you've gone through this 7-year cycle process and you've come out this end, and there's some things that, like I said, you need to reclaim. Some of you have let some things go that actually were working for you. And then we got the Six of Swords, which is, you know, just leaving some shit. So just remember I told you, you don't owe nobody an explanation. You don't owe nobody no explanation. You can just go about your business. You can just go about your business. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that's how you want to flex. If you just want to be just like, you know what, I'm out. Peace out. I'm. Some of y'all don't want to go to Christmas dinner. Don't go. Don't go. I don't know why some of you are still out here people pleasing. Some of you don't want to go. Don't go. Order yourself your favorite food and watch all of your favorite movies and series in your bed with yourself or the one you love. Don't go if you don't want to go. Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to do some shit that you really don't want to fucking do. Go to dinner the next day. Leftovers always taste better. Go the next day. If it's a thing where you just, you know, as family, you know, want to be with my family and eat dinner, go the next day or the day after. The food will still be there. But if you don't particularly want to go on that day that you've been assigned, don't go. Guess what? People will still love you. Final card. Twice. Twice we have it. The judgment card come twice. Now I can read the judgment card because I can see. Have you been called? Can you hear? Can you hear? You see this St. George's Cross business? Yeah? I'm not sure what angel this is supposed to be, but listen, an angel. Can you believe I watched it? Because I did. I didn't think I was going to admit it, but I did. I watched Harry and Meghan. I fucking watched it. I watched the whole thing like this. I watched the whole thing like this. To Ross Clark. Because no wonder I was thinking, why are they saying these things about these kids now, man? What the fuck have they done now? I had to watch it because the UK has gone mad. The UK press, yeah, they've gone mad, lost their whole fucking mind. I mean, they already lost their mind for the poor gal. When I saw the something, I said, that's when that was confirmation for me that the Queen's been dead since 2020, since January 2020, when Jupiter and Pluto went retrograde for the first time in like 500 years, and Harry said, I'm out. That's when I know. And I'm gonna be as bold to say it. I mean, I could be taking back chat because you know I don't fuck around with these people. Yeah, I don't really fuck with these people. But all I saw was them two barefoot. All I saw was the angels moving for them differently. All I saw was magic. I just kept seeing magic. I was like, shit, are they part of the collective? Are they part of the collective? I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's possible. It's possible. Because that kid's Harry, yeah? And I say a kid because honestly, that's my baby, you know. I mean, Diana's baby is my baby. Not that William, though. That one could get adopted somewhere else. But you see what? Yeah, I'm sorry I was like this. The whole fucking time. I was in it. They made me truly, truly believe in love. Truly! If it was a fairy tale, it was a fucking fairy tale. If it's back to giving us the fairy tale, what do you call it, narrative, I was like, but the fairy tale narrative was told in a very different way. That child got dragged through the hedge backwards. Both of them. They got dragged through the hedge backwards, both of them. And they still came out in love. And the baby calls her mama and calls him papa. No! Harry and Meghan. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? Anyway, let's carry on. Let's get back to our business. Shit. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of guys just to know that Diana's son is happening. That's sweet me, man. That's sweet me. That's sweet me. Can't lie. That's sweet me. And little royal babies with American accents. Sweet me. Sweet me. I can't lie. I can't lie. I also watched The Serpent Queen. Excellent. I've already told you lot that. Excellent. You lot got to watch it. Excellent. No, for real talk, can't lie. We've loved Harry from the jump. Even when they were telling us Harry be wearing Nazi outfits, we didn't care. Harry be bunning weed and got gun fingers when he's talking. Harry's about this life. So, like, we were riding for Harry from the jump. And that's Diana's baby. That is Diana's baby. And we love Diana first and foremost. She's definitely one of us. So, you know. One. You get the king, draped in orange, all up in his sacred energy, divine masculine. Is it creativity and cleansing? Got the fucking sword as well though. Everybody's got their swords, not playing a game. It's not playing a game. Just received the sword from homegirl. Where's she at? Get me? She's handed over the sword. See the same sword there? Offer the sword. Because she gave him the sword. I told you the story already, innit? What's it saying? It said the man, it says man, authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to the law, justice and judgment. And we've got the number 3, which is the 2112. We're in it. We're in it to win it. We are in it to win it. The Holy Trilogy. The trilogy. I told you this trilogy thing. But please be mindful. It looks like there's a little bit of possible backstabbing around masculine energy at the moment. You get me? Possible backstabbing. There's going to be some hateration because there'll be some masculines really stepping into their own at this time, yeah? And there's going to be some people that's not going to fucking like that at all. But remember, you owe no motherfucker an explanation. You don't owe nobody no explanation. And this is the masculinity within all of us. This is that action. This is that Jupiter in Aries energy. As we're moving forward, we're in our sacral and root chakra energy. And these people back here is not going to be particularly about that life. Some people have got ready to draw for the sword. Because you see the king there, he's just sitting there. He don't need the sword. But this one's got his hand on the sword because he's feeling threatened. Some people are going to feel threatened. You get me? Watch that. Watch that because, like I said, you don't owe nobody no explanation. So just be mindful of that in your masculine energy. Some of you will have some masculine energy pursuing you, and you have to be as open as the masculine energy is coming to you. Look at the stance. Everything's open. The arms are open, the legs are open. Remember though, at the same time, it's still, yeah, I'm definitely going into 2023 with the fuck around and find out energy. I am. Because I'm just, you know, I've taken a break, a couple of years. My wife said to me the other day, she's like, you are the calmest I've ever seen you. In 14 years, she's, you're the calmest I've ever seen you. I felt so proud of myself. I really did because I really worked on it. But fuck around and find out at this point because I'm tired now. You get me? It's actually a lot of energies because it's a bit unnatural to me to be this calm, I'll be honest with you. So now that the weed is really coming to a dragging end, we're on 2 a day now, guys. Come on, we move. Summertime I was on 5, we're on 2 now. Come on. So yeah, just be as open as this masculine energy, because I feel like the masculine and the feminine energy are working well together at this time. I really do. I think it's working very, very well at this time. Everybody knows their positions and everybody's working it. Everyone knows their position and everybody's working it. Yeah. No, there's no confusion as to how, because this is testament to y'all being able to work through your aspects, being able to identify the characteristics and the movement and the needs of your own personal aspects, and therefore balancing them beautifully with others. Perception, another 6. Can we not? It's a 6. So look at this eye here. What do you see? Where? How are you looking at things? You know, are you still just only using these, or are you using all 3? Back to the trilogy. Trilogy is a theme, yo. You know, are you using everything that you can see? Are you using all of your faculties to see things from higher perspective, to see things from a different perspective? Shall we read? Shall we read? The number 7 is about spirituality. Oof. Makes sense why these why they had us thinking about partnership in this season, in this year, because the 7 year is about spirituality, and the basis of these partnerships are spiritual. People are no longer looking for superficial relationships and contracts and, you know, things that just look good. People are looking to feel that soul deep now at this time. Everybody, you know, is looking for that at this point. We're no longer swimming in shallow waters anymore. All right, perception. This marker requires you to contemplate how you look at the world. Through what eyes do you see? Do you peer through those of prejudice or judgment? Prejudice or judgment? Twice. This is about you lot judging other people and yourselves. You know, like I said, some of you are feeling some type of way because you feel like you haven't achieved your goals and whatever for this year, but the year's not over. Don't get lost in the sauce. 53, thank you, love you. Are you viewing your present circumstances by protecting your past? This is the time to slow down, to observe. This is the time to slow down, to observe from all angles, or all angels. Slow down and observe from all angels. There's a new one coming in, Ezekiel, for this 7 year. That's the angel of this year, Ezekiel. I've never really worked with him, don't know much about him, but I'm about to get to know, I'm sure, like the rest of us. This is the time to slow down, to observe from all angles. This calls for objectivity and a willingness to examine your life and others through a neutral pair of eyes within you. Awareness is transcending your ego's separated sense of self. The shadow's separated sense of self. Integrate it. Integrate it. It is the time, y'all. Rise above it. See through your soul and know that things aren't always what they appear to be. This marker brings clarity and asks you to look and to wait. Perhaps all you need to do is to relax and put on another pair of glasses. Then what is in front of you might be magically transformed. Perception is everything. Take no further action until you see how this message applies to your current situation. Then once you've shifted your perception, you may find that this was all that you needed to do. Just be open, you guys. Understand that, you know, even when you do see people's shadows. I had a client the other day, a male client, come in, and we were talking very passionately about whatever the fuck we were talking about, I don't even remember, and he spoke like thunder. I felt like the floor was moving through how passionately and aggressively he was talking, and there was a little part of me that was like a little bit taken aback, and then just remembered, it was just like, brother, he's just being passionate. There's nothing to be afraid of. He's not being threatening. This is your people. You know who he is. You know, well, I don't know him that well, but enough. So just relax. You're fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. I was like, yes. And everything just became calm. And after he finished having his outburst and his whatever, energy just went back to how it was. I didn't affect the energy by having some type of fear or judgment towards the way he was expressing himself, first of all. Yeah, where were we? We're going in a cycle. We'll pull some more angel fairy angels. That's exactly right. You can be over there and right here at the same time. You're here, there, and everywhere at all times. You know, we're multidimensional, so we're everywhere. There's some parallel lives though that are trying to antagonize us. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some. So it's up to you to shut down those particular timelines. You do so by, you can do so in the dream state. You can take yourself there, or you can write yourself a letter over there. That's what I tend to do when I need to break down certain timelines. I write letters to myself in those timelines. That's why when I pray, I say for all timelines, lifetimes, and levels of consciousness, because I believe everything's happening all at the same time. Remember, I told you, look, we watched that movie together, innit? Was it Everything, Everywhere, All right Now? Remember that movie? Hey, Tarara Bondier, my darling. I said your name for the very first time correctly. Oh, shit. Never mind. Look at this. We got another 2 of, this is, oh shit, no wait. So the last 2 of what? What was that? What was that? Oh no, this is where. So the 2 of spring was the 2 of, the 2 of wands. It wasn't the 2 of cups, but I gave you a whole spiel on the 2 of cups. But it's only because I don't really even understand the 2 of wands, other than what it's just told me here is working together, partnership. But then we got the 2 of cups. This is the 2 of cups. Definitely. I love myself for this thing that we do. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of problems. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. I said all of that with this card, innit? But it's that. And then look at this, the two of wands and the 2 of cups. Everybody's working together. You can make some money out here. You can also make some love. It's a theme. This is the trilogy. Remember, you can't do nothing without God, you know. Woo! I love all the cards that are falling out. Then we've got the Prince of Summer, which I would say that he is the Prince of Cups, the Knight of Cups. It says romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. It says falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. The need to stay grounded through a very emotional experience is a warning. It's a warning. Hey, this is a warning. You know what I do? Or I used to do when I used to get overwhelmed by certain energies that could overwhelm me. I used to pray. I used to pray every time I came into contact with that energy. I've learned to balance myself in that energy now. MFE, it just happened. You surprised yourself. I love it. I just love it. I love magic and I love love. I love Harry and Meghan. I love love very much. And it always wins. It always wins regardless of the odds. I don't think you can have fake love anymore. I don't think nobody can get away with that shit anymore. But there's even some people in the collective who are pretending not to love. You can't get away with it. People know that you love them. And you know that people love you. So you can't get away with pretending that it's not there. This is a warning. And then we've got the ego, which translates also as the shadow. Well, MFE, I'm here to do that. And I have fun. The ego also comes up as the devil. It's the devil card, isn't it? It's the 15, which is also the 6th year. So I guess that we've been working with the lovers and the devil at the same time. And now that we've got both out of the equation and we're going into the 7, the chariot, one of these things is going to take off. Either you've really anchored yourself into the things of the world, because it told you to wear it like a cloak earlier, innit? Either you've really grounded yourself, so you're still worried about things like bills and jobs and this and that and this and whether people like you and all of that shit, or you've really anchored yourself in love, and that will move like a juggernaut as we step into the 7 year. One of them, there's going to move like a juggernaut both ways, whichever one you've chosen. I'm just saying. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. But we already know the solution for that, innit? Wear the world like a cloak. Don't get yourself attached. Merlin done told you. Merlin already told you. So there's nothing to worry about. But let's pull some tarot. Let's do this properly. I've noticed lately when I'm talking here that my Bermondsey accent is strong again. I'm talking now, I'm like, what's going on? Why are we so Bermondsey? Why are we so Cockney today? Like, what's going on? What's going on? So, you win. You win. You win. This is victory. You deserve a victory. Victory over your life. This is you overcoming this petty conflict between your 5 aspects. Okay? That's what that is. This is you passionately overcoming and bringing them together and being victorious in balancing out your shit. Okay? Because this is you on a white horse with no saddle. So you're balanced. You're balanced. You win. So the ego doesn't get left behind. It gets integrated. Okay? Make sure. It's very, very important. Are we done? What are you lot saying? There's bare cards. There's a lot of cards, so I feel like we're done. So instead of pulling a crystal today, we're going to go back to basics and pull a goddess. Okay? Because that's what we used to do. Yeah. I think this is my last reading here for the year. I think. Definitely not coming back for the moon in 2 days. So, I don't know, it could be. But I'm lovely, we've got Kuan Yin. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go and see Avatar with my niece and my nephew and my brethren. So, I might come back if that moves me enough to come and say something about it. Otherwise, no. This is the last one. Kuan Yin! Kuan Yin, we love Kuan Yin. Why? Because she moves with it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. Them angels there, I know that the twin flame of this angel is called Portia, Saint Germain. Saint Germain and Portia. Don't know your 10 at all fucking times. That's you already know. Saint Germain and his twin flame Portia move with Kuan Yin in Telos in the violet flame. Violet flame is still a thing, you guys. It's very important to transmute any heavy energies at this time that is properly preventing you from detaching from things of the world, and also things that are keeping you from truly believing and experiencing beautiful true love, because we all want it. I'm not going to sit and lie to you. So Kuan Yin, revered throughout Asia for thousands of years, is the Chinese goddess of infinite mercy and compassion. Kate, you said it, you called it already. Her name means she who listens to the sounds, sufferings of the world. In the Buddhist tradition, she is an aspect of Avalokitesvara. I said it. The Bodhisattva who sprang from one of Buddha's tears. She once took the form of Mai Shan, a woman who was spurned by her father for refusing to marry. Later, Mai Shan sacrificed both arms and legs in order to heal her father. Her appeal is particularly widespread because she gives assistance in the world. She provides the earthly blessings of children, health, and long life, and rescues people from drowning, lightning, and poverty. She is particularly a protector of women. Kuan Yin is a symbol of the unlimited compassion each of us can have for ourselves, no matter what the situation. It is possible to treat ourselves with mercy and love, because we stop judging ourselves. We're not doing that no more. We're not judging ourselves or others. Just Guam tuna. Just come tune and be unapologetic about who it is that how you're moving, and let people just be who they are. You're not going to be for everybody, that's okay. And you're not going to like everybody, that's okay. It's what it is, it's very okay. Okay? Okay, my G's. Happy holidays. Happy Gregorian New Year. We're excited for the 7-year. Guys, are you ready to jump down that rabbit hole with the rabbit? Because I am, and I'm dragging you lot with me. So I'll see you on the other side. Have a wonderful time, and I love you. Oh shit, how could I forget? Looks good. No, I'm lying, because that's my old business. That's my other business. Mama D Products website, 25% off everything, including readings. Everything. 25% off. For how long? I don't know. I could change my mind tomorrow, so I don't know. So get the offers because they're there. And also, thank you. It's the season, Magic Melanin Mama. You already know it's the season. And also, like I said, I'm on Patreon now, Mama D at home. I will have a, what's it called, a link tree thing in my IG soon, so that you guys can have the link. Because the reason why I don't have the link right now in the bulletins over here is because I can't lock it. Like, you'll see all of the videos. So my daughter says she's going to help me sort it out. I'm online to Benjamin, and he said he's going to help me too. So bear with me, guys. You know me and technology, but I'm getting there. And thanks to Kate for always supporting and helping me with this website, because, girl, sometimes, you guys, I love you. I also want to clear you. Called me out. Like what you said. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Archangel. Thank you, man. And yeah, I'll see you lot on the other side. Be safe, my loves. And, remember to protect yourself still. Remember to protect. Well, you got 25% off all of the you got 25% off it all. So yes, keep yourself cleansed and cleared in this season, especially. And I'll see you on the other side. I love you, love differently.